nigga, you like you ain't getting answer.
I don't know. There was a lot of tension in this building, but you're used to coming back from double digits down, and you did it today. Tell us about that winning drive and how
It's not my fault that he came here. It's China's fault. And you know what? It's not Joe's fault that he came here either. It's China's fault. They kept...
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. We got a track record in here.
What you mean?
We beat people up in this room.
I'm my homies. I'm with all that on King.
Yeah.
I'm with all that.
Oh, shit.
Now that I got your attention, let me start off by saying I am no way in creating this group because I want to look cool in front of people. I'm not bored and looking for something to do, and I'm definitely not trying to show people how smart I am. That's clown shit, and that's not my style. I'm working hard to create this group because we're all fighting a fucking monster. Just clear as that. And it's time we came together and whooped ass as a team. So you probably be like, who is this monster, Joel? And what the hell are you talking about? So let me explain. Watch the whole video and you'll understand. Let me start here. So if my dad was a retail manager and he made $59,000, me, his son, if I had the same position, on average, I should be making somewhere in this ballpark. Or if we're lower income managers, he would have made this and I will be somewhere in this ballpark. 45% difference, 50% difference. You get that? So let's go to gas. Let's talk about things we actually buy. In 1970, gas was 36 cents a gallon in Chicago, right? Right now, live in Chicago, gas is $3.86, $4.40, $4.30, $4.61 a gallon. Percentage-wise, that 36 cent to the 380, that's 955% increase. Killing that 50% and that 45%. So let's go to the next thing. Rent. We all gotta live, right? $124 was the median, the average rent in 1970. Adjusted for inflation, that's $842. You could find a decent apartment for $842, right? You're thinking that. The average rent in Illinois today is $2,200. Average. Let's see what that is. 124. 2,200. 1,600%. Even if you adjusted it for inflation, still dominating our 50% and our 45%. And that's just, here's the monster's real powers right here. Watch this one. In 1970, the three biggest employers in America was General Motors, ExxonMobil, and Ford. These are all companies that paid you well over the national average. They gave you stocks as an employee without a college degree, and they all gave you a nice pension to retire on, okay? So let's go ahead and let's look at the next one. Biggest employers in America today, Walmart. What they got for you? They don't offer pensions. They do not offer pensions. You got to work there for probably 4 years to even become a full-time employee. Think about that. Number two, Yum Brands, KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. You will not be a full-time employee. They really don't, without a college degree, they do not hire. Let's not talk about pensions. Let's not talk about your work-life balance. Let's not talk about your happiness. Let's not talk about those things. That's number two. And then number three. So over the past 50 years, not only have they increased shit tenfold, they've taken away the stock programs, they've taken away the pensions, and they have, these are the top three biggest employers. Now, so are we fighting a monster? Okay. So you're probably like, how do we do this? How do we fight this? We can beat it. And we do that by doing what other people who have beat it have done. We create a brand that solves problems and resonates with a target audience. Basically, we dedicate our lives to solving problems in exchange for money. A lot of people have trouble knowing where to start. So I'm going to complete the entire process in front of you over the next 2 minutes to show you how quick it could be. And I'm going to show you how quick we can start a lucrative custom headstone engraving business just that fast. We're going to go to a website called Alibaba. This is a website basically created to find raw products from China so they can manufacture it. It's cheaper than mostly anything you'll find on Amazon or it's China. Like our money is worth more over there, so it's going to be cheaper. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's watch this little demo. As you can see, the prices fluctuate a little bit, but it's nothing that we can't handle. Oh, look at those. So next, let's go to see where we need a workshop. Go to here, showcase.com. You don't need that much square footage. And as you can see, you just scroll through. So next, we're gonna look at the logo and all the actual, how can I say, what the audience will see, what our customers will see. So we're gonna go to a website called Fiverr. Even if you're not interested in doing any business with me, I recommend knowing about this website for your own professional development. You can find anything here. You're looking for somebody to create a logo, a website, anything in that nature, they are here. So these are people that create professional logos. We will get a logo created by a professional for our headstone engraving business. Next, we need a website. And the best part about this is with Shopify, we only have to pay $3 a month for the first 90 days. 3 months, $1. So I want to say this. It's very important. I know you notice that a lot of people are creating businesses around the world. You hear the word LLC all the time. So like anything in business, when everybody's talking about something, you don't want to do that right then and there. You want to do something that sort of resonates to it, but with your own swing on it. That's why I'm creating the group. Everybody wants to sell something. Everybody has their new juices and everything, but nobody has a brand or a culture behind this thing. Let me show you something. So let's take Nike, for instance. Here's Nike. Here's Phil Knight, the creator of Nike. So he didn't just go into the factory and just say, hey, let me just make shoes. He was a graduate assistant in a program already. And so when he brought his product to the forefront, he already had his community, other coaches, other student athletes, people who cared about the well-being of athletes. And that's why Nike is the #1 sports brand in the world. It's not because they have cool colorways or Kevin Durant is doing his thing. It's because he built the culture around people who cared first. That is why you see so many people failing at business. And I had to fail a few times before I realized this. We have to build a community around it. And I'm going to create more videos with more ideas that's going to come at you all. But I just want you to think about all of this. Think about all the things that you've seen change over our 30 years of life. There's no more Big Mama's house. There's more people are in apartments that we know than homes. Why? College educations are becoming scarce again. Like they're not just giving out Pell Grants and things like that like they were 15 years ago. Why? These are the answers. So, like I said in this video, this is the realest shit I ever said to you, ever. I appreciate you for listening, and watch this last little part. Thank you.
Excuse me. If you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America till we get into business, because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hiring somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby, she's laughed at.